Hi, this is my little Leah. We're going to read a story. So, we've got a book. This is Little Red Riding Hood. Oh, Leah likes this book, huh? Yeah. So, here we go. Okay. Oh, turn a page there. Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived with her mommy in a cottage on the edge of the big forest. Whenever the little girl went outside to play, she wore a beautiful red cloak that her grandma had made for her. It had a big red hood, so everyone called her Little Red Riding Hood. One day, Little Red Riding Hood's mommy asked her to take a basket of food to Grandma. Grandma isn't feeling well, Mommy explained, and I'm sure she'd love to see you. Yeah, I'm sure she would. Grandma lived on the other side of the forest, so Mommy drew a map on a piece of paper so that Little Red Riding Hood wouldn't get lost. And remember, don't talk to any strangers along the way, said Mommy, helping Little Red Riding Hood into her cloak. Little Red Riding Hood took the basket of food and skipped into the forest. On the way, Little Red Riding Hood saw some beautiful blue flowers. Grandma might like these, she thought. As she bent down to pick a handful of flowers, she didn't realize someone else was in the forest. Hello, little girl, said a deep, growly voice. Little Red Riding Hood jumped and with fright. A big wolf peered out from behind one of the trees. Oh, hello, replied Little Red Riding Hood, smiling back at the wolf. She had already forgotten her mommy's warning. Where are you going? Growled the wolf. I'm visiting my sick grandma, who lives on the other side of the forest, Little Red Riding Hood explained. Ah, what kind of a girl are you? Smiled the wolf, showing his razor-sharp teeth. His razor-sharp teeth. Just then, the wolf's tummy gave a loud rumble grumble. Does your stomach grumble? Sometimes you get hungry. Yeah, mine too. What was that? Asked Little Red Riding Hood. Just some thunder over the hills, said the sneaky, hungry wolf as he ran away as fast as he could to Grandma's cottage. The hungry wolf peered through Grandma's window and saw the old lady in bed. With a loud howl, the wolf dashed into the cottage and gobbled up Grandma in one big gulp. Then the wolf put on Grandma's spare nightcap and glasses, clambered into her bed, and pulled the quilt up to his chin. Now all he had to do was wait for Little Red Riding Hood to arrive. Little Red Riding Hood reached the cottage. She was surprised to find the front door wide open. Grandma, she called, are you there? I'm in the bedroom, replied the wolf in a strange, wobbly voice. Little Red Riding Hood went into the bedroom and gasped in surprise when she saw her grandma. She looked sort of different. Grandma must be very sick, thought Little Red Riding Hood. I hope it isn't catching. And here's Ryder joining us. Ryder, it's okay. Is it okay for Ryder to read the story with us? Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. Grandma must be very sick, thought Little Red Riding Hood. I hope it isn't catching. What big eyes you have, Grandma, she said as she went over to the bed. All the better to see you, all the better for seeing you with, the wolf replied in the same wobbly voice. Grandma, what big ears you have, Little Red Riding Hood added, moving closer. All the better to hear you with, said the wolf with a toothy grin. What big teeth you have, Grandma, stuttering a Little Red Riding Hood, Little Red Riding Hood stuttered. All the better for eating you with. Little Red Riding Hood screamed and tried to run away, but the hungry wolf was too fast. You be careful, mister. You don't want to fall. He leaped out of the bed and gobbled her up in a single greedy gulp. Oh no! A passing woodcutter heard Little Red Riding Hood scream and ran into the cottage. When he saw the wolf's enormous belly, he guessed what had happened. He picked up the wolf and shook him hard. Little Red Riding Hood and Grandma flew out of the wolf's mouth. Luckily, they weren't hurt, but they were very cross. Grandma, Little Red Riding Hood, and the woodcutter. Okay. Grandma needs glasses too. Grandma, Little Red Riding Hood, and the woodcutter chased the wolf into the forest and over the hill. The embarrassed wolf never came back, and Little Red Riding Hood never spoke to strangers again. The end. That was a good story.